Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Get an A in TOK. I am not talking about TOK today. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of ideas of things that you can do for CAS, creativity, and something I don't know what it is at all. Which is why I've got my friend, the CAS master Nedra here. She's from my old school. She's going to tell me and tell you what it's all about. But most importantly, at the end, she's going to give you some really good ideas for fun things that you can do. CAS can be something that you remember forever. My students are always talking about CAS if Nedra is their advisor. So she also got to score a free vacation from CAS, which is like legendary. So Nedra, why don't you just give us a little breakdown? Give us a guide. What is CAS?
Okay, so CAS is stand for creativity, activity, and also service. If you're in an IB program and in diploma program, grade 11 and 12, definitely you're familiar with something like this. This is like a bunch of projects. It can be projects, it can be just like a short activity that you have to do, that you have to complete it. The thing is that this is not only just for the sake of completing it, but then we value a lot on the learning outcomes, meaning that on the way when you're doing it you learn something, and that's actually the completion of the what is supposed to be CAS is for.
Awesome. That's great. So, and then just remind me, it's so important. What happens if you don't complete CAS?
So the okay, if you don't complete CAS you will not get your diploma.
Same as TOK, because they're so important. These are the cores. So your classes are important, but TOK and CAS and the EE are like uber important. That's why we're focused on this. Yeah, but then also at the same time, you know if a student's in trouble, like you will help them as a CAS supervisor, right?
Right.
Okay, so next thing, tell us what is the ultimate thing that you shouldn't do with CAS? What is like make sure you never do this or avoid this?
Okay, this is actually hard to answer is only one thing because okay, but I
Okay,
I
go for
will
two.
give
Go for two.
I will give you the ultimate one thing that you should not do. And I mean, like, because this has happened very often, because students likes to delay, because it seems that, this is something that I hate, that CAS is being like the underdog and then being, CAS is only at the very least of their priority. And they actually admit it that CAS is the least priority on their, on their whatever on their school, like, yeah. But then actually when it's becoming at the very bottom priority, at the very least priority, it's becoming too hard to chase, because you actually needs to do this in the terms of 18 months. But if you keep delaying it, and suddenly you have final exam and you still have so many experience that you need to, or learning outcome that you need to goal, that you need to target it, but you don't have the time, it's basically ruining everything. You won't get the genuine learning outcome. I would say like genuine experience that you're supposed to get from CAS. You don't really feel the enjoyment on doing CAS, because I would say that CAS is supposed to be fun. CAS is supposed to be balancing your stress life in studying. That's why, I'm so up for it for CAS, because yeah, I feel that in life you need balance, and CAS actually balancing the whole stressful program.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so kids are most of the time not seeing it like that. They're not saying, "Oh, I get to do CAS. I'm glad I'm doing CAS because that means I don't have to do TOK or I don't have to do EE." So let's go on that. I think that's why most people are here. How do we make CAS fun?
Okay, how to make CAS fun. First, think about something that you like, that you wanted to do for a long time, but you just don't have the time. Usually it connects something, I don't know, I'm a creative person and so are you. It definitely connects a lot with doing something creative. You want to learn to cook, you want to learn to bake, or probably you want to make a song, or probably you always wanted to try this sport because this sport is so much fun, you think, and you just don't have the time to do it. Now CAS is one reason why you should do it. I think starting from that, it can be super fun. And after that, you will get a great experience. Either it's a good experience, and probably knowing yourself that, oh, I'm actually pretty good at that too. But there will be sometimes that you feel like, oh, this is quite hard. I'm not very good at it. But so what's after that? You learn some uh you learn to be not resistant, how to say that in English, like you want to be able to what to say, Patrick? like you learn to hold on to that. You learn to hold on to your commitment so that you can finish the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I can choose. I'm going to test you here. I can
Yeah.
choose anything that I like that is fun and turn that
Mm.
into CAS.
I guess almost everything that you like,
Almost.
but
Okay, I want to find that almost. I'm going to test you. Okay.
okay.
Starting a YouTube channel. Yes or no?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Um, learning. I just bought new lights. Learning how to use lights. That is the most basic thing ever. Learning how to light things.
Light things?
Lights.
Like what kind of
I don't know. Like if I learn how to do lights, photography lights. Can I do that?
Sure. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay. If okay, so there's a service aspect. If I
Mm.
do communion at my church.
Cannot.
Oh, why? Why? Okay, why?
Why? Okay, good, good. I like this one because it cannot be related with any kind of religions
Ooh.
yes, religions activity.
Hmm.
And so if you're serving in the church, like you're giving like usually when you go to the church on Sunday, you got like kind of like a paper, right? Telling about what the notes and stuff
Yeah, yeah.
because it's something to do with our yeah, religion activities.
Oh, that's so important. I'm glad we learned that. Okay, cool. Okay, what about walking?
Walking dog?
Walking.
Just walking? You
Yeah.
do like you do walking every day. So I know.
That's a
No.
no. Okay, so no
No.
church, no walking. So that means no walking to church.
No
Um,
walk.
okay, what if I drive my sister somewhere?
No. Drive your
Like
sister
if I
somewhere?
drive people places, yeah. Is that CAS?
Well, here. If it's just like a service, for example, you driving people to like to the hospital, like where they supposed to get their daily checkup, but they're like so poor,
Yeah.
they have to wait for a long time for a vehicle or something. It can be a service, because
Cool.
basically service is something that is really genuinely needed. Because for example, like this, I do an internship in a florist, but that florist actually doesn't actually really need my help. But I just feel that oh yeah, actually my auntie owned that florist, so it's easy for me. But that's not a genuine service because actually that florist is doesn't really need your help. Even though that you don't get any money from that, it still cannot be called as a service. I would actually like to use that for a creativity instead of a service.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. And so an advisor's role is to really break things down and tweak things like you just did there. So if I say, "Hey, I want to do this," you say, "No, it won't be service, but you could make it creativity."
Right. Like leading and digging them to like, oh, you want to make a YouTube video? Oh, sure. On what thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to make a YouTube video about like giving a tutorial using a lighting.
Okay.
You have an
Okay.
interest about a lighting. Like, why not combining those rather than like only this small idea that sometimes it's hard to think about what to do with that. Yeah, well, basically that's the job of an advisor to help you to dig things and help you thinking basically.
Cool. Okay, now let me ask a really stupid one. And I think I know the answer, but I may not know. If I want to become a streamer, like a video game streamer, can I do that?
Video great game streamer. Oh, that's hard. That's hard because it has something to do with what a creativity aspect to that.
I don't know. I think it's stupid. That's why I chose it. But I mean, a lot of kids want to do that, right? Like they want to start their own. It's
Okay,
not
okay.
it's not
This
Discord. What is it? I'm so old. The video game.
yeah, I think Discord,
Yeah,
but then I have this
it's not
one.
Discord. We're old. We're old. But yeah, if I want to say I want to start my own streaming channel where I play Valorant and I'm shooting
Mm,
people and joking and laughing and streaming and people might be paying me, doing a little bit of that. I want to start my own channel. Is that something we can do for CAS? Because you said a YouTube channel will work. What if I'm
yeah,
streaming myself playing video games?
stream that. Okay, now, okay. When I said you can make a YouTube, it all depends on what kind of YouTube that you're
Okay, so that's important.
uh yeah, that's important too. And especially what learning outcomes do you choose? Because like when you playing Valorant, is that a genuine process of like to get on the learning outcome? Okay, if I talk about the learning outcome, this video is going to be super long. So You gotta take a look at your either CAS guidebook or go to your advisor, or do what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to know your learning outcome if you're doing CAS as well. So
Okay.
think about that. And as far as I think, if you're streaming when you're playing Valorant, I cannot think of any learning outcome that actually can suitable with that.
But if you can't, with a terrible idea like that, if I can find a learning outcome, then you can do it. So
You Okay, well, this is
okay,
going to
yeah.
be
I
like
don't know, I'm trying to help
super.
people here.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure. This is going to be debatable with your advisor because
Yeah.
your advisor might say no, and you're going to try so hard to make that a yes. You know what? Don't risk it.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me about the learning outcome for people do sports all the time. What's the learning outcome for doing a sport activity? Because that always works.
Commitment and perseverance.
Mm.
That is for sports. Commitment and perseverance, strength, and also learning new skill. You get like you know practicing your strength. And by the way, those learning outcome, it actually, I don't like to square those learning outcome according to, okay, this learning outcome is usually for activity, but basically those learning outcome is actually for everything. So yeah, but usually students like to relate that with sports, with apa ya, commitment and perseverance, like that.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, last question. Now, this is what everybody wants. Nobody cares about you or me. They only care about stealing our ideas. So, the most legendary thing in our school history was when you scored a free trip to Bali for CAS. So, it like all the white girls here are like, ooh, I want to eat, pray, love, and go to Bali. No, like Bali is like an hour from where Nedra and I used to live. So, where I used to live, where Nedra is. So, I mean, Bali's cool, but it's not like this big exotic trip. But still, you scored a free trip to Bali for CAS. So walk us through how that all went, because that's just the coolest thing ever.
I know. And I had a great time too. So I gather some students. Basically, these students are those people who are thinking about the trip, organizing a trip. We are not doing this on our own, but we also collaborate with a travel agent so that we don't have to do like seriously eat little by little, because it's going to be like very dangerous as well, because it's actually saving us more time because we need to get some car, bus, and book a thing, this and that. But yes, so the CAS students actually using that as their project. Though the leader of the trip are using this for project. Why as a project? Because they're actually the one who initiate things. They initiate what to do when they're in Bali. Okay, we want to do this as a creativity trip. What we can do? Okay, they make some effort to call some places when they have to go, when we want to go to some museum or watching traditional ballet and sort of things like that. So me being there is just their supervisor for the project, and definitely that is super nice. At the end, we bring like about 25 students with us, and also two supervisor, me and Clifton.
And so the goal of the trip was a student organizing a trip. That was the
Student
goal.
organizing, yes, student organizing a trip for the project, but the rest of the students basically just joining the trip and well learning about culture.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, so give me some other great ideas, things that the students just either learned a lot or had fun. Or you might say, "Hey, go talk to this student and learn from them." Just give us as many great ideas as you can in 4 minutes.
This is a very life-changing experience. Life-changing. It is hard. It is not easy. But like back on 7 years ago, I think, when I was not a cast advisor yet, students came up to one of the teacher and make this one student-led organization. Until now it still exists, it's still running. Sayap Ilmu is basically a student-led organization where we gather some resources, some sponsors. We go to Nusa Tenggara Barat. We go NTT actually. We go to Ruteng, and then we teach children's literature, Indonesian literature, journalism. We made some camps, and also we built some libraries there. It really a life-changing experience because we're there. Not only we're building libraries, but we also engage. So like these students, they teach those kids. We don't know their level, but they need to figure it out. They need to learn how to like right there how to shift things, how to adjust things. If this doesn't work, then what to do. It's a really life-changing experience. And other than that, you can use this experience for your profile when you're actually doing an application for your university. And
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
this is a
that makes a
great
lot of
example.
sense.
Yes. I mean, because this is not easy. That's why if you want something easy, you can do it. You can cook with your friends. You like your friends. You want to hang out more with them. It doesn't, there's nothing wrong with that. Find something common with your friends and do it together. It's easier. But my suggestion, do one that is really life changing for you, that you actually can share your experience either into your portfolio or probably a university apps.
Yeah, because I've been talking with a lot of students, and I was talking with someone who's one of the top 2 or 3 students in our entire school now, and they have basically told her that if you don't have any extracurriculars that demonstrate these great leadership skills, you are probably not going to get into the top schools. So you are saying if we knock out something amazing for CAS, it's also that thing that universities are looking for.
Right, right, correct. Because those leaders are the one that make a great organization that able to sustain until now. Not only one, there's two. One medical service, one is literature. Those two students are top students. One of them, I know, she's already becoming a doctor in UK. It's wonderful, wonderful. I mean, this is where you're learning. So don't take it for granted. Don't just like do something easy and that's it. Because I can say that every school is different. How do we do CAS? It can be easy. It can be difficult. Like probably my school is quite difficult. We're quite strict on, making sure that you don't fabricate things. But yeah, why did we do that? So that our student can learn and have a genuine experience from that.
Cool. So we've got literature trip, life changing, world changing. Medical trip, life changing, world changing. Give me one more super meaningful trip that you've seen.
Okay. Super meaningful trip. I would say that literature trip, because I've been to both trips and also the cultural trips. Those trips that we do serve people are the most life-changing one. Why? Because when we get the when we get back again to them, like there's another organization that we're working with, and then they were asked who inspired you the most. And when I heard my name as one of the inspirational person that she mentioned, what, like, it really touched my heart. I mean, it is not because I'm a teacher, but I believe that other students who are the teacher of these kids that we're serving, we inspired them. And when we know that we actually inspired them, it's actually motivate us. It makes all of the things, the hard work that we do is worth it.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. Now, just in case they don't want to change the world, they don't want to become a doctor, they just want to pass IB. These are the people, they're on this channel going, they already clicked my video, TOK emergency. Give me some easy things that are valuable, but really just, I got to get this done, but it's still going to get approved. Give me a couple of easy ideas.
Okay. Couple of easy ideas. Food blogger. You make a blog about food, you go eat, you like to go to eat, I suppose. Go eat
What do you
and
mean?
like you like eat, I like eat. I guess everybody likes to eat. So yeah, when you dine in the restaurant, really study basic how to review a restaurant, and you're making a restaurant review, make it into block, nice block, and design it, decent design as well. That's it. It's already a project for you.
Awesome. I can do that. Give me another one.
Another one. Joining a yoga or Zumba. You just have to attend. You just have to attend, get like, a sign from the trainer. I don't know, like probably your school doesn't need to don't need to do that, but join something like that, something that you don't even have to think about thinking.
And so, just to clarify, help me out here. I'm not leading or organizing anything. I am just going.
That's why it's so easy. You don't have to arrange for anything. You just have to arrange your transportation, arrange yourself, go to that class. As this, and it's also the same with like music, studying language, it's the same. So actually, with according to what you like, really, that's nice.
All right, food blogger, yoga. Give me one more easy one. I love this. This is great.
Um, Teaching your friends language. With that, both of you can have this as a CAS. You teach language to
Ooh,
that person, and that person learning it can also have a CAS. So both of you can have a CAS.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So, guys, here on my channel, all of my TOK people, check this out. What I want you to do is take your ideas and put them down in the comments. I'll look through some of these. Nedra, she might take a look at some of these. But also, the cool thing that you can do is then be inspired by other people's comments and ideas and steal them. So, if there's one that you're like, oh, I would love to do that, do it. That's not plagiarism. That's collaboration. So, take any ideas you want, put it down there, and yeah, then I helped you out. I helped you pass TOK. Nedra helped you pass CAS, and then I'll do something about the EE, and I will not do the EE. I hate the EE. The EE is worse. All right, Ned, I will let you I will let you go, but I will put some contact information if you want to share some with me in the comments in the description down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that CAS sucks a little bit less than it did at the beginning of this video. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.